Ever wondered why head protection is so crucial in the construction industry? Well, today we're going to explore just that. It's no secret that construction sites are buzzing hubs of activity, but with that activity comes a degree of risk. From towering cranes to heavy tools, construction sites are home to many potential hazards that could spell disaster without the right precautions. And one of the key areas we need to protect? That's right, our heads. Our brains are the control centers of our bodies, making them one of the most vital organs to protect. Any damage to the head can have serious, long-term consequences. It's a sobering fact, but one that highlights the importance of head protection. Now, let's consider the environment of a construction site. Flying debris, falling objects, low-hanging structures, exposed electrical conductors. The list of potential risks is extensive. Each of these hazards presents a unique threat to the head and, by extension, the brain. This is where head protection comes in. By wearing a hard hat, construction workers can significantly reduce the risk of head injury. Think of it as a personal shield, safeguarding against the unpredictability of the construction environment. Hard hats are designed to absorb the shock of a blow and distribute the impact away from the point of contact, minimizing any potential harm. But head protection isn't just about physical safety. It also contributes to a safer working culture. When workers see their colleagues taking safety seriously, it encourages them to do the same. It's a ripple effect that promotes a safer, more conscious work environment for everyone. In addition to protecting workers, head protection also has legal implications. Adhering to safety standards like those set by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, is not just good practice, it's a legal requirement. Non-compliance can result in penalties and fines for construction companies. So, as we can see, head protection is more than just a piece of safety equipment. It's a life-saving tool, a symbol of a safety-conscious culture, and a legal necessity. Next, we delve into the history of the hard hat, a key player in head protection. The hard hat didn't just appear overnight. It has a fascinating history. Let's go back in time, all the way to the year 1910. Workers on construction sites and in mines used to wear leather caps to protect their heads from falling objects. But as you can imagine, those leather caps weren't exactly the epitome of safety. In the early 1900s, a man named Edward Bullard brought back a steel helmet from World War I. He had a brilliant idea. Why not use this concept to protect workers? And so, the first hard-boiled hat was born, a steely upgrade from the leather caps. However, steel was heavy and didn't offer the best protection from electrical shocks. So the search for a better material was on. Fast forward to the 1930s, when Bullard designed a suspension device for the hard hat. This was a game changer. The suspension created a space between the hat and the wearer's head, providing an extra layer of protection. The 1940s saw yet another revolution in the hard hat's evolution. Thanks to the advent of thermoplastics, hard hats became lighter and more durable. They also started coming in various colors, each signifying a different role on the construction site. The story of the hard hat doesn't end there. The 1990s introduced the ratchet suspension system, allowing workers to adjust the fit with the turn of a knob. And in the 21st century, we've seen hard hats with built-in accessories like face shields, earmuffs, and even radios. From leather to steel and then to thermoplastics, the hard hat has come a long way. Each improvement in design and material was a step forward in ensuring the safety of millions of workers around the world. The hard hat's evolution is a testament to human ingenuity and our unrelenting pursuit of safety. It's a story of how a simple idea can make a world of difference. Now that we know where hard hats come from, let's explore the different types available today. Hard hats come in various shapes and sizes, each designed for a specific purpose. When it comes to safeguarding your noggin on the job, there's a hard hat out there made just for you. Let's dive into the world of hard hats and explore the different types available out there. First off, we have the Type 1 hard hat. This is your classic, everyday hard hat. It's designed to protect you from objects dropping straight down, like a rogue hammer falling from the sky. Next, we have the Type 2 hard hat. This one takes protection to the next level. Not only does it protect you from objects falling from above, but it also provides protection from side impacts. So, if you're working in a tight space where things can come at you from all directions, a Type 2 hard hat is your best bet. The third type is the bump cap. Now, this one doesn't provide the same level of protection as a Type 1 or Type 2 hard hat, but it does offer some protection against minor bumps and scrapes. It's lighter, more comfortable, and perfect for situations where the risk of head injury is lower. Let's not forget the firefighter's helmet. This hard hat is specifically designed for the brave men and women who fight fires. It's made from heat-resistant materials and comes with a face shield for added protection. Then there's the rescue helmet, designed for search and rescue operations. It combines the features of a mountaineering helmet and a hard hat, making it ideal for difficult terrains and hazardous situations. Finally, we have the climbing helmet. This one is designed for jobs that require climbing or working at great heights. It's lightweight, well-ventilated, and often comes with a chin strap to keep it securely in place. Each of these hard hats has its unique features and is best suited for specific scenarios. It's not just about wearing a hard hat, it's about wearing the right hard hat. Understanding how to use these hard hats correctly is just as important as choosing the right type. So stay tuned as we delve deeper into the correct usage and care for these lifesavers in the next scenes. Using a hard hat correctly isn't as simple as just putting it on your head. You see, the correct usage of a hard hat involves more than just placing it atop your noggin. Let's dive into it, shall we? First things first, a hard hat needs to fit just right. It should be comfortable, but snug enough to stay in place. Imagine if your hat was too loose and it slipped off while you were working. Not only could you be injured, but you could also endanger those around you. So, how do you find that perfect fit? Start by adjusting the suspension system inside the hat. Most hard hats have an adjustable band that can be loosened or tightened to fit your head size. Experiment with the settings until you find a comfortable fit that doesn't move around when you nod or shake your head. Let's move on to when you should be wearing your hard hat. Simply put, you should wear your hard hat whenever there is a potential for objects to fall from above, or when working in areas with low ceilings, hanging or protruding objects, or exposed electrical conductors. Remember, the hard hat is your first line of defense against head injuries. It's not a fashion statement or an optional piece of equipment. It's a vital part of your safety gear that can save your life. So, before you step onto the construction site, make sure your hard hat is properly fitted, securely fastened, and worn whenever necessary. And remember, a hard hat can only protect you if you're wearing it correctly. Now you know how to wear a hard hat, but do you know how to care for it? In our next segment, we will explore the proper care and maintenance of hard hats to ensure they remain effective in protecting you. Taking care of your hard hat helps ensure it can effectively protect you. Now let's dive into the nitty-gritty of hard hat care. Firstly, keeping your hard hat clean is crucial. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about safety. Dirt and grime can hide damage, making it difficult to spot any issues. Cleaning your hard hat is simple. Use mild soap and warm water, then gently scrub the surface. But remember, avoid harsh chemicals or abrasive scrubbers as they can weaken the hard hat's material. Now, let's talk about storage. When you're not wearing your hard hat, it's important to store it properly. Keep it in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight. Sunlight and heat can degrade the material, reducing its protective capabilities. Also, avoid storing it in places where it might get crushed or scratched. Remember, your hard hat deserves a safe place too. Okay, on to the next point. Regular inspection of your hard hat is vital. Look for any signs of wear and tear. This includes cracks, dents, or any deformities. Check for discoloration or fading, as these can be signs of sun damage. Pay close attention to the suspension system inside the hat. Any sign of fraying or tearing means it's time for a replacement. Speaking of replacements, do you know when it's time for a new hard hat? Well, it's not about the age of the hat, but rather its condition. If your hard hat shows any signs of damage, replace it immediately. Even if it looks fine, manufacturers often recommend replacing hard hats every 2 to 5 years, depending on usage and environment. And one last thing, don't modify your hard hat. Adding stickers, drilling holes, or making any alterations can compromise its integrity. If you need to add accessories like face shields or earmuffs, make sure they're designed to work with your specific hard hat. Finally, remember that proper care of your hard hat is not just about prolonging its life, but more importantly, it's about ensuring your safety. Finally, let's look at what the regulations say about head protection in the construction industry. OSHA has clear regulations on head protection in the construction industry. This federal agency, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, is dedicated to ensuring the safety of American workers, and it has specific rules about head protection that every construction worker should know about. First, OSHA states that employers must provide head protection equipment for their workers. The employer is responsible for the cost of these hard hats, and they must be provided at no charge to the employee. OSHA also specifies that these hard hats must meet the requirements of the American National Standards Institute's Standard Z89. 1. This means that the hard hats need to be designed to provide protection from impact and penetration hazards, as well as from electrical shocks. Furthermore, OSHA requires that these hard hats be maintained in a sanitary and reliable condition. If a hard hat becomes damaged, it's the employer's responsibility to replace it. But it's not just about having the right equipment. The regulations also state that employees must wear these hard hats when they are working in areas where there is a potential for injury to the head from falling objects. And what happens if these regulations aren't followed? Well, OSHA has the authority to issue penalties to employers who don't comply with these rules. These penalties can be hefty, ranging from thousands to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the violation. But remember, these regulations aren't just about avoiding fines. They're about keeping you safe on the job. A hard hat can protect you from serious injuries, and it could even save your life. So whether you're a construction worker, a site manager, or an employer, it's crucial to understand and follow these OSHA regulations on head protection. Remember, it's not just about the hard hat, it's about the person wearing it, you. OSHA regulations are there to protect you, and so is your hard hat. Let's recap what we've learned today about hard hats in the construction industry. These simple yet essential tools have been designed with one key goal in mind: safety. They serve as the first line of defense against falling objects, electrical shocks, and other potential hazards that construction workers face every day. Hard hats have a rich history that spans over a century. They evolved from rudimentary leather caps to the modern, high-tech safety helmets we see today. This evolution has been driven by the need to better protect workers and reduce the number of workplace injuries and fatalities. There are several types of hard hats, each designed for specific situations and hazards. Type 1 hard hats are intended to protect workers from objects falling from above, while Type 2 hard hats offer additional protection against lateral impacts. There are also different classes, Class G, Class E, and Class C, designed to protect against electrical shocks. Understanding these categories can help you select the right hard hat for your job. Proper usage of hard hats is just as crucial as choosing the right type. A hard hat won't provide adequate protection if it's not worn correctly. It should fit snugly on your head, with the brim facing forward. The suspension system inside the hat should be adjusted to ensure it sits comfortably and securely. Taking care of your hard hat is equally important. Regular inspection for cracks, dents, or any signs of wear and tear is essential. If your hard hat is damaged, it should be replaced immediately. Also, remember to clean your hard hat regularly to maintain its efficiency and longevity. And let's not forget the role of OSHA regulations in ensuring head protection. OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, sets standards for hard hat use in the workplace. These regulations mandate that employers provide hard hats and ensure that workers wear them in areas where there is a potential for head injury. All these elements, the history, types, correct usage, proper care, and adherence to OSHA regulations, work together to ensure the safety of construction workers. Each piece of the puzzle is equally important and contributes to the overall effectiveness of hard hats in minimizing workplace accidents. Remember, a hard hat is more than just a piece of equipment. It's your first line of defense in a dangerous environment. It's a symbol of your commitment to safety, a testament to the value you place on your life and the lives of your colleagues. So wear it with pride, take care of it, and most importantly, understand its purpose and importance. In the world of construction, accidents can happen in the blink of an eye. But with a hard hat on your head, you're always one step ahead of the game, prepared to face any challenges that come your way. Stay safe out there.